Let's make some bread. I cannot pass this up, so I fed this afternoon, and so it's more than doubled. I want to show this to you. Just a minute. All those bubbles. It's ready. So, I got my kitchen scale. And I'm gonna double my recipe. So I need 700 grams of water. I'm gonna start out with that in the bowl. All right, a little bit too much. Okay, and then I'm gonna add 100 grams of my active starter. See how it's floating? And so you just mix that in like this. Kind of makes like a milky soup. All right. And then we are gonna add 1,000 grams of bread flour. And so I've not made a loaf with the Central Market bread flour. And so we'll see how it does. I'm gonna put and I don't usually use this bowl, and this is why. It's not big enough. So I'm gonna have to put this after I mix it into a little bit bigger bowl. But I wanted to use a clear one so you could see the ingredients. And then I'm gonna do 20 grams of salt. All right, and so this is what it looks like. Move the scale out of the way. And then I kind of mix it up with the fork that I use to mix the starter and the water. And then I will go in with my hand. Bowl's definitely not big enough. I want to kind of show you the texture of my dough and kind of start to finish. And I probably should have done this when the boys were asleep or not home, but real life, mom life. So see how it's like just a real shaggy dough. So get a little more of that flour in, and I just kind of scrape it off the fork, and then I'll go in and just incorporate that flour really good. And what I'm gonna do, because I usually let it sit about 30 or 45 minutes and do kind of one set of stretch and folds at that point, just to make sure everything is incorporated, like all the little pieces on top and on the sides of this. And then after that, I will let it bulk ferment. I'll cover it and let it bulk ferment on the counter overnight. I'm in South Texas. It's been super humid. My water I used is a little warm. little more than room temp. So it helps. See, so this dough is a little bit sticky right now. A little more sticky than normal, but it is humid outside and the weather plays a big role. So it's a little stickier than I like. So what I'll do is I'm gonna add just a little more flour to kind of compensate for some of the flour I lost on the sides. A little goes a long way in this. Your dough is going to be sticky, but that was a little stickier than normal. So just like that. Okay, so this is my dough. Very kind of wet and sticky. I'll just scrape as much as I can. And then I'm gonna cover this and I will come back in 30 to 45 minutes and do a set of stretch and folds, and I'm gonna move it to a bigger bowl. Because if I were to leave this overnight, it would overflow. I could probably do a 1 loaf in this bowl, but definitely not a double loaf. So this is where we're at, and we'll come back to it.